Yes, sir, little nigga. You wanted to talk about Brian Norman Jr. and Jin Sasaki? The biggest is gonna tell you about it. The GOAT of sports journalism is in the building. You want to talk boxing? I'm that guy. Yeah, I'm him. It's Coach Cooper.
Yes, sir. Y'all already know who it is, man. Stop playing around like you don't. It's your favorite blonde bop's favorite sports journalist. And that shit trifling. True View Sports News very own. Now, yes, I was gone for a minute. I might have been down, but I ain't never out. So you can get off my dick. I got more content for the community. Y'all came to talk about Brian Norman Jr. versus Jin Sasaki. That pay-per-view that went down over there in Japan. That motherfucker's chin got nuked. Okay, I called it. That might have not been the best verbiage for a Japanese warrior like himself. His chin got fucking debunked, dismembered, and dismantled. It was very violent. I thought I witnessed the fucking live leaks, you know, the shit on Instagram. Motherfuckers be dying left and right on Instagram. I thought I witnessed someone just go to the heaven, the upper room. That's why I kind of hesitated to drop this video because of the thumbnail that I made at the time. I heard he started having some complications and I wanted to make sure he had good health. So overall, Sasaki is in good standing after getting knocked out by Brian Norman Jr. He did endure some memory loss, and that's scary. Imagine getting knocked out in June, you wake up and think it's fucking April. Scary shit. He's getting ready for Easter. He got punched so hard, okay? I'm gonna break all that down. But like I said, before I yap away this whole goddamn introduction, y'all leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all ain't forget to order things around here. And I'm gonna fire up this good old blunt of Liverski, okay? Yeah, you know it's good smoke when you see a Rilla with a fucking filter in there. Where's Snoop and Wiz at? Y'all ain't smoking like the boy, okay? But y'all ain't come here to talk about how I indulge in paraphernalia. Y'all came to talk about boxing. So let's get back to... Oh, the stool kind of rusty. Back to business, man. We got the greatest slideshows on God's green earth. The true review of Norman versus Sasaki, okay? The first fight that I noticed that was kind of entertaining was SimCity bounces back versus Araneta for the split decision. Now this fight was back and forth, wasn't too crazy. It kind of got to the later rounds to where it started picking up. SimCity, he fought through it. And that's a hard thing to do. If you really know boxing, you know what he did was very, you know, you got to give credit where credit's due. I know he was down on the cards. Araneta looked like he was going to get some action into it, but he wasn't able to keep up the pace, and he stole some last rounds. So, very interesting fight. I'm looking forward to what their next fights are. They're in the very low weight classes. I'm not going to sit here and ever feed y'all bullshit. I don't give a fuck who the fuck these guys fight next, okay? They can fight anybody. I'm looking forward to it. They need to have their little night that puts them on. Thailand got themselves a little boxing, or the Philippines, whoever the fuck, the winner of this fight, they got themselves a little prospect. He got some W's under his belt. He's making a little run, so shout out to bro. The prospect of the night, Sora Tanaka Tumbles Takeru. Go ahead and drop a fucking like, because I'm killing the pronunciation. Y'all probably thought I was a damn sensei myself. Y'all thought I was over there from the motherlands, okay? I'm pronouncing shit crazy. Back to business, though. The prospect of the night, Sora, this man is a Japanese Mike Tyson. And I'm not fucking glazing. I fell in love watching his fight style. This is another Pitbull Cruz type of discovery. I'm like, why have I not been watching this man fight sooner? He's definitely gonna take the scene by storm. I see him packing up a lot of motherfuckers in his division. He's young. But when you talk about the Dempsey road to perfection, he's fighting like that boxer on that anime, Himpo, whatever. He's hitting haymakers. I'm surprised Takeru took so many. I would have been out there hitting the chicken dance. You punched me like that. He just fights violent. The ref could have been stopped it, but he was tumbling this man all across the ring. His hooks and body works, his forward pressure, his defense is very tight. I'm very excited to see this man in his next fight, okay? I'm gonna actually keep up with him, so don't be surprised if I drop a little YouTube shorts. I'm gonna start making more of those. Don't be surprised if I go ahead and make me a little video of Sora Tanaka, because his style needs to be admired by the masses. Very beautiful boxing. In the KO of the night, most likely KO of the year, Norman Jr. neutralizes Sasaki. Now this was a break. They were in the clinch. It looked like they was moving from the left side of the ring. Norman, while they was getting the distance, like I said in my last video, y'all go ahead and check that shit out so y'all know a motherfucker knows boxing. I said Sasaki, if he doesn't learn how to stay on the fucking telephone, I love Japanese boxing, always entertaining, but there's something going on over there where these niggas just love to take damage. They don't like to protect the hook. They don't like to defend the hook. They like getting lit up. Every time I see a Japanese fight for real, it feels like someone's just, there's a brutal injury. So I want to see more defense coming out of prospects over there on that other side of the world, okay? Because y'all got great boxing skills. But Sasaki, I seen it from a mile away. This man Norman's finna fuck you up if you don't start protecting the side of your skull. Lo and behold, your defense started dropping towards the middle of the rounds. Norman threw a hook, didn't even need to look. He just knew you was not going to be defending it. And he done cranked your head all around your shoulders. I was very concerned. I didn't even celebrate. You know what I'm saying? It's Juneteenth. I'm over here looking at my TV like, bruh, he's going to jail. Norman, you're finna be the first boxer to get arrested for assaulting someone so brutally. It was crazy. View with discretion is advised if you look up that highlight. It was nasty. So I hope Sasaki can bounce back from that. I know that's a moment where, you know, fighters probably don't come back the same. I'm not wishing the worst for him. I'm glad that he recovered well and has his health. If anyone that could take a punch like that and get back in the ring, they deserve a round of applause. But overall, KO of the night, that was a crazy performance. He did what we was kind of expecting him to do. Overall card review, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. That's my rating for it. Y'all see it there to the right of me. Wasn't nothing too crazy. You ain't missed nothing if you missed this pay-per-view. Damn sure shouldn't have paid for it. Not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be honest. If I would have paid for that, I would have been upset. But that KO kind of saved the night, because now Brian Norman Jr. is here. Let me give my review on the boss man Brian, the assassin. Only 24 years old, one of the youngest current active champion, WBO welterweight champ. His best skills is crazy reflexes. He's twitchy. He got good feints. He can bring the power to you. He has a lethal left. He got that dog in him. I like his camp. I like his team. I like his energy. He's gonna go in there. He's gonna bring a fight to you. He's bringing the violence your way. Got the fast combos, stupid power. His best fights. Now, this is why y'all probably see the rating and think I'm hating. We had some technical difficulties. I had to correct some shit. I noticed I skipped over something. Back to business. My man is 28-0 with 22 KOs now after obliterating Jin Sasaki. Like I was saying, his skills is crazy. His best fights, though, that's the concern. If I was to read these names out loud to a table of boxing fans, they're going to be like, nigga, who the fuck is you talking to? Randall, I don't know too much. Julius Randle? Who are you talking about? Centillon. They don't know these guys. Now, these is great fights. They're definitely great opponents. These ain't no dog water dudes. These are actual contenders that could have upset Norman. One of them dropped him. But I think a lot of people are jumping on the hype train too soon because he knocked out a guy like that. His next fight, like y'all see, is against Devin the Dream Haney, and people are talking like Devin Haney should be the underdog. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. If Devin Haney is the underdog in the Brian Norman Jr. fight, if you're a gambling man, bet the fucking house. Bet your rent on it. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody getting evicted in the month of November. You should be betting on Devin Haney in this fight. Reason being, I don't want to take away from Brian Norman Jr. because this was his pay-per-view. He did what he was supposed to do against Sasaki. I mean, I called it early KO. I thought he was going to get it a little bit sooner. He was dribbling him all over the ring. Styles make fights. Jin Sasaki is definitely a good boxer. Don't get it fucking twisted. He has some fights under his belt. But when you watch his highlights, his style of fighting is not suited for Norman Jr. Given that Norman Jr., you'd have to bet a fucking kidney to win $100 on him. He was such a favorite against Jin Sasaki. But he did what he was supposed to do. Going from Sasaki to Devin Haney, very big jump up. Now, I know this man has been chasing down Boots. Allegedly, I'm not big on the contract negotiations and beefs, but I've been hearing his name float around Boots. I do think he belongs, but instantly making him a favorite because he has a knockout of the year over a favorable matchup, I think is kind of insane. Overall score for Brian Norman Jr. gave him a 7.6. Skills through the roof, potential through the roof. Where I think he finishes his career, also through the roof. He's gonna be a champion and test some other belts. Does he do it by depleting Devin Haney? I don't think so. I think Devin Haney can beat him on a decision. I do think Devin Haney can find the answer to not get hit, damn sure not get cracked the way he got cracked. Y'all are gonna be like, Ryan Garcia's hook landed on Haney, why couldn't Brian Norman Jr.'s? Every fight is different, okay? If you don't understand that, fuck off this channel. You're a rookie, okay? And if you didn't know that and I'm teaching you right now, go ahead and subscribe because I'm gonna give you a lot more education. I'm gonna fertilize you with some education, okay, on boxing. I'm gonna teach you some shit. Brian Norman's left hook, completely different from Ryan Garcia's left hook on that night of fighting. Devin Haney done fixed some of the flaws. We was worried about him getting clipped too much. Devin Haney is always there to fight. Y'all called him a runner. I think he was sending a message that, hey, if I don't want to get hit and smacked up with a hook because Ramirez has a hook too, I won't get hit with a hook. He could damn sure replicate that game plan on Brian Norman Jr. Do I want to see him replicate that game plan? No, because I got some great REM sleep watching that last fight. We all know how much of a snooze fest that pay-per-view was in New York, the Big Apple. I don't want to see that. And I don't think we're going to get that with Brian Norman Jr. because he comes to fight too. A little bit of that was on Ramirez in that fight. I did a little video on that already, so I'm not going to dive too much into it. But the Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney, I say that's a 65-35 fight. 35 being a Brian Norman Jr. He is the most dangerous in that ring. But as far as game plan and execution and overall skill, their tactics, I think Devin Haney got more of a tool bag. Bill be saying that shit. I do think he'd have an answer for Brian. The time that you want to fight Brian is now, before he gets some more experience under his belt, because I do see this dude being a high 8 come towards the end of 2026 when I do another video on him. But if you are at this point in my video, I do appreciate you for making it this far. This is some gas, so excuse the stuttering, but y'all already know what it is. It wasn't too much to talk about. I'm gonna have another video drop out pretty soon too. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do football or boxing. You know I cover 2 on this channel because I'm just diverse like that. Y'all let me know which one y'all want, man. I appreciate the views and the love. I wasn't expecting to get views like this fast. Hopefully the subscribers can follow. I'm trying to hit 1,000 for 2026. Then I can start doing views live and being at bars with the with the boys and the bitches, you know what I'm saying, reviewing sports. I'm chilling. I'm joking, obviously. You know, I got a girl. Shout out to my lady. But other than that, shout out to you making it this far in this video. I'm just yapping right now. I got shit to edit and content to create. So y'all stay safe. Y'all stay loving and caring. Most importantly, stay true. I'm out.